Welcome to another episode of Let's Play Hull City in Football Manager 2018. And since last episode, that win versus Wolves, we played one more game in the league and we managed to get another win away versus Bournemouth. And that brings us to this league table. Things is looking pretty good right now. Chelsea have missed out on a few points. In the last game, I believe they had a draw against Liverpool, maybe? I'm not sure. They did have a draw. I think it was actually... No, it was versus City. So they had a draw versus City. But they lost versus Liverpool earlier. So they have been losing out on a few points. And that's good news for us. Because now we have a small safety margin down to Chelsea. And then we have Man United that's kind of been revived. Because, I mean, they are the reigning champions. They've been fantastic for 3 seasons. But they started this one off a little bit weak and kind of was down here-ish. The league table, but now they have started their climb the ladder. So I'm glad that we have 10 points margin to them. But it's also very close. If you take a look at this, not down to 14th place, it's 18 points. And basically the last Champions League spot is 25 points. So it's not a huge gap between these teams. Today though is Champions League. And it's an extremely important game because you know it. You remember it from the last time I was talking about the Champions League. We find ourselves in this situation. We are topping the table at the same points as Monaco and with Barcelona just behind us. And today we are playing Inter while Monaco and Barcelona is playing each other. So it depends on kind of what happens there. But we should... I think we should be safe. We should be fine because, yeah, I think we are fine actually. Looking at the points here, we should be fine because a draw, then we will be ahead of Barcelona, and if Monaco wins, then we will be ahead of Barcelona. And this was the one I was missing. If Barcelona actually wins versus Monaco, while Inter beats us, there's going to be goal difference between us and Monaco. And then it's all about who lost the biggest. Because right now we have 2 goals margin. But if it's, let's say Barcelona beats Monaco with 1 goal against none, then they are down to -1. And then Inter beats us with like 4 goals. Then, there is a possibility, but we should be favorites here. And I'm actually trying something a little bit new for this game. Because I have had quite a few games where we ended up being behind. And whenever I changed it around to overload, things has actually gone really well. Like, for example, the last game, the game you didn't see, we were 1 goal behind. And then I went to overloading at the last part of the game. And we managed to score 2 goals and win it. So we're actually going to go for a very risky move here. And we're going to start this game for the first time ever in this series. We're going to start a game with overloading. And it's going to be interesting to see what happens. It can be a huge mistake. But it can also be what basically the start for something interesting here. If we actually can get overloading to work from start, because I have never started a game with overloading. But as I said, I've been getting a lot of good results from overloading. Few games that we managed to turn around, like not only equalize but actually win it from being behind. So maybe this is not the right. Actually, we want to pause this. We want to bring up the latest scores because we need to keep track of Barcelona versus Monaco. So this is the one we are going to keep our eyes on. And if Monaco wins this one, we are fine no matter what happens. If Barcelona wins it, well, then things can get interesting. And here's the first chance. Clarté with the throw in for Afonso Sosa. Afonso Sosa into the box. Gnabry all the way back to Farnell. Farnell for Bowen. Bowen for Keane. And that was definitely a decent try, but he was actually offside, so it wouldn't have been a goal if we would have managed to get it through. Calabria throw in for Sosa. Weak pass though. And this is bad news for us. Come on guys, focus, focus, focus. Oh my god, that was a rough challenge, but it's beautiful by Calabria. World class. But, oh, look at this. Maybe we can turn it into counter-attack. Here is Keane. Keane into the box. There's like 10 Inter players haunting him. But, yeah, it's going to be a corner. But, yeah, two highlights. Both have been for us. So, things is starting starting in the right direction at least, I guess. We have a throw in here. Brannigan, back to Brannigan. That was a rough challenge by the Inter player instead of. I think it was okay, but it was really, really ballsy. Brannigan, Nabri for Afonso Sosa. Sosa puts some pressure and he wins it. And look at this, he's keen. And that could have been glorious, but it wasn't. Still goalless between Barcelona and Monaco. Keeping my eyes there whenever this screen pops up. This highlight goes on though. Here's Bowen for Keane. Keane breaks through. And look at that! You beauty! You beauty! And in this situation, we are currently winning the group. Because if we win this game, we will win the group. Unless Monaco also wins against Barcelona and manage to get better goal difference than us. And winning the group in a group that contains Barcelona is definitely not what I expected when we saw the draw for the group stage. I didn't even expect us to go through. Yes, it was a pretty good corner. Pretty good. But yeah, when I saw this group with teams like Barcelona, Monaco, Inter, I felt like, oh my god, this is kind of one of the toughest groups. But it has been good for us. And here's Afonso Sosa with a cross for Keane. Try to get back to Sosa and actually manage to. Afonso Sosa breaks through and it's the open net for Bowen. And beautiful. Yeah, the new overloading thing is rocking right now. We're probably going to need to start a few more games. I probably don't want to do this for an away game. But for at home games, starting with overload, starting to look really, really interesting. Of course, it's a bit too early to actually come to any serious conclusions because this is only one game. But right now in this game, it looks like it worked brilliantly. Here's Brannigan into the box. Where's this one heading? Here's Afonso Sosa and he hit the post actually. He hit the post. So look at this, 9 shots, 7 on target to nothing. And of course, as I say that, they get their first shot, but it's not on target. And the clock keeps on ticking. It's going to be a free kick here for Inter. Long one. Come on, guys. Win it back. Win it back. Yeah, one job is to win it back. Not give... Oh my god, that was... Yeah. Still goalless between Barcelona and Monaco. Here is Keane. Keane loses it, but Afonso picks it up. Here's Bowen. Bowen breaks through, and oh my god, that was... he basically tried to... I'm not sure. He has tried to shoot for everything he got, and that was not good enough. Here's Barbosa, though. Westin picks it up. So I thought this was going to be a highlight for Inter, but maybe, just maybe, we can turn it around and become a highlight for us. Here is Keane. Keane is very lonely though. He's going to go all himself. He has Sosa. Well, that was optimistic, but I kind of understand him because he didn't have many options there. So probably the right choice, even though he was far from scoring. Look at this, 15 shots. This is crazy. And Barcelona has actually taken the lead versus Monaco. I kind of would prefer Monaco to actually... And this could be dangerous, it could be bad news for us, but it's a beautiful save by Westin. But actually, I kind of would prefer Monaco to get a point here and go through to the next round. Because if you look at the rest of the knockout stage of Champions League, of course, Monaco is not to be underestimated. They won the last game against us, but still, I would prefer a knockout 3 without Barcelona compared to a knockout 3 with Barcelona, because... if they make it to the knockout rounds, they are definitely going to be one of the favorites to win the whole thing. So what do you want to say here? We just want them to not get complacent. We want them to keep on fighting, creating chances like this, because it has been glorious. And rain starts pouring down here in the second half. Oh, that's going to be a free kick. Kind of unnecessary. It'd come with a costly price giving away free kicks like that, but Calabria picks it up with no trouble at all. Goes for Bowen. Bowen? Oh, that's kind of too optimistic, trying to dribble it all the way through. That could actually cost us, because it's Zappacosta into the box. Costas picks it up easy though. Goes for Keane. Keane needs some backup. He needs some help, guys. You want him to go all by himself. Here's Bowen, and he tries to reach it, but Calabria picks it up. And look at... Oh my god. I've actually thought for a second that that one was going in by Gnabry. Great chance. Yeah, look at this. 17 shots already. Still a 1-goal lead for... But Busquets has picked up a red card. This is interesting, because now Barcelona will have to play the rest of the game with 1 man down. Almost a half of the game. That could give Monaco a small chance to bounce back. Even though they are playing away in Barcelona, have the hand support. That was a weak corner picked up by the Inter defense. Also nobody though, so Calabria can pick it up, and that was optimistic. But Afonso Sosa, and all the way back, and here is Keane, and oh my god. And of course, that combination, the cross, the pass, and then Keane, of course, he had a very easy job putting it into an open net. But this cross, I didn't expect at all. Usually I don't like it when my players do things like that. But this time, it came up gloriously, and Sosa, of course, as the playmaker is, finds Keane, and Keane scores one of the easier goals of his career. But something's going to happen here ASAP from the goal kick, so... yeah, that could be worrisome, because, I mean, you know, in the past, bad things have happened to me when the opponent gets on highlight ASAP after I scored a goal. And this looks very worrisome, but Calabria intervened, but comes back quickly. Bowen wins that one, though, and gives it away again. Come on, guys, focus, focus, focus. Still hope that we can turn this one around, but it doesn't look like it. They are breaking through a lot, but it's cleared by Costas. It comes back quickly. Come on, guys. I believe in you. Make me proud. Maybe not. Here's Gabigol himself, Gabriel Barbosa, but that was no trouble at all for Vestine in our goal. Clock is ticking. Still a 1-goal lead for Barcelona. Kind of, come on, Monaco. Kind of feel like that. And here's this going to be a goal. Clearly it's going to be a goal. Could see that from a mile away. But still, we have quite some safety margin here. Yeah, look at that. Not great defense, but kind of well played by them. I think it's time for some subs here. So first off, who's having a bad day at work? Kind of only one of our fullbacks, and as you know, I don't like to sub the defenders. They usually don't have a great effect on the game. I think actually an option could go with Afonso Sosa. He has been brilliant, but he's also a very important player for us, and I think now could be the right time to rest him a bit. And other than that, I think I'm going to keep it like this because we are playing very well. So let's keep it like this a little bit longer, see what happens. But nothing happens at all, so I think it's time for our last subs. And Farrell haven't had a great game. Let's bring in Carbo maybe as a box-to-box. And then the last sub will go, I think, Keane. Now, let's give Keane the chance for the hat-trick and go with Gnabry instead. We could actually... Nah, let's do it like this. I was considering moving Keane to the left inside forward spot, but I decided to keep him on top. And here is Inter with a throw-in, intercepted by Brannigan. Bowen, of course, just as I made my subs, Bowen is picked up by... We can actually cancel this. So we are going to sub Bowen instead, of course. We are... And yeah, I think we have a winner like this. So I'm a little bit lucky there that we still had a chance to change the sub around, because otherwise that would have been bad news for us with Bowen forced to play with a potential injury. We are still waiting for that sub to go through though. Here's Alena loses it. Come on, guys. Focus, focus, focus. Move your way back. Win it back into the win. You can do it. But we are getting So, but here is Keane. Could this be the hat-trick? Could this be the hat-trick? Yes, it is! Yes, it is! It's the hat-trick! And yeah, we are celebrating, and we are dancing the overload dance, because overloading have been great for us today. Oxford with a long cross, Keane, and that's the hat-trick. Beautiful. Still waiting for Monaco though. Come on, where's the equalizer? I'm gonna confirm the changes. Remove Bowen with his potential injury. But we are getting closer to full time. We're into extra time. And still nothing for Monaco, which means most likely it's a game set match for Barcelona over there. Even though they were forced to play half the game with one man down, Monaco didn't manage to do something with it. Or maybe we can do something before we actually see the full-time whistle. It's Keane again, and a decent try. But I guess 3 goals will have to do for Keane. And this is a beautiful game. Look at this, 26 shots. That's overloading for you. That's definitely... Look at it, 7 clear-cut chances. Insane. And of course, we need to tell the lads... I'm very pleased. Very pleased. And a little special for you to Keane. Passionate, gonna tell you how pleased I am with you. And also we could do the same with Afonso Sosa. All the guys with a 9 point something rating. So let's make sure what happened in the Barcelona game. Yeah, they managed to win even though Busquets was sent off. Which brings us, we can actually get a quick look at all the groups. So Chelsea, Dortmund, I mean, I don't know if you say them, you can see it. It's going to keep my eyes out if like it's some big team actually missed out. But it looks like almost in every group. Maybe for Monaco, Inter, but in all the other groups, like the big names managed to get through more or less. Like no huge upset like it would have been if Barcelona missed out on it. I think that's it for this episode. This means that later on this season, for the first time ever in this save, we are going to be playing playoff football in the Champions League, and that's beautiful. So, as always, thank you so much for sharing your time with me, and I'll see you in the next episode.